My name is Ava Joyce. I'm 11 years old and attend Castlemartyr National School.
As you can see from recent census figures, ours is a diverse community. And we at the Community Council take immense pride in serving the interests of everyone. In recent years, we have been delighted to welcome newer members to our community, particularly those from ethnic backgrounds who have added to our cultural mix. Our age profile is a mix of young and old, and while those of a working age form a large part of our society, the value we place on the knowledge and experience of elder members of our village has never been more in evidence. One other interesting finding of the census was that over 90% of respondents described themselves as happy in Castlemartyr, a higher result than the national average and testimony to the quality of life which we at the Community Council aim to preserve and enhance over the coming years. In 2006, Castlemartyr was relatively unknown. Today, it is a world-class resort and golf course. The resort brings thousands upon thousands of visitors to our community each year, making so many of our small businesses viable and sustainable. Even during the recession, the hotel stood firm, supporting the village, providing employment, and at a local level, no request from the community was ever refused. This community will be forever indebted to Barry Supple, his company, and his resort management team led by Cathal for the unending generosity and unwavering support.
My name is David O'Keefe. I was born and dragged up in the village of Castlemartyr. I am now retired with golfing aspirations. As many of my golf drives at the 16th at Castlemartyr Golf Course end up in Ballyoaktra Graveyard, I am more qualified than most to introduce you to our oldest surviving settlement, Ballyoaktra, translated as the Upper Village. Ballyoaktra Church and Graveyard remain to the southwest of the present golf course. Ballyoaktra Graveyard is one of our most important historical sites and provides evidence of an early Christian settlement which evolved under Norman influence here around 1300 AD. The history of Castlemartyr is very much tied to the history of the Geraldine Castle on the grounds of the resort where we are today. Established around 1200 AD and developed in 1450 AD by Richard Fitzgerald, it is still referred to as the Geraldine Castle. An important political presence, the Fitzgeralds ran the castle until 1602, and the family grave is still in evidence in Ballyoaktra Graveyard to this day. Castlemartyr Community Council takes its logo from the boar emblem displayed on the Fitzgerald gravestone. In the early 1600s, Sir Walter Raleigh granted the Castlemartyr domain to Richard Boyle, 1st Earl of Cork. The Boyle family held sway all through the 17th century, and due to their influence, the village of Castlemartyr was born circa 1675. Proof of this is evident as no mention of Castlemartyr appears on this map from 1670, while Castlemartyr village appears on this map dated 1750. The following period, from 1700 to 1800, saw the reign of the first Earls of Shannon and was characterised by relative prosperity and development, a period still known as the Long Peace. These images from 1840 demonstrates that Castlemartyr had grown to almost its present size of 1,000 acres at that time. On our main street, captured here in photograph in 1911, still remains recognisable today.
My name is Kevin Power and I'm a student with University College Cork, living here in Castlemartyr. In Castlemartyr we are fortunate in our neighbours, We work closely with their communities, except for the momentous couple of days in a year that we play them in football and hurling. They are sporty, caring, and industrious, just like us. They share the same values, and our interaction and cooperation lays the foundation for a sustainable future for all of us, whether it is continuing to support each other's events or the pooling of resources to achieve common goals. These relations have been recently formalised as part of the East Cork Hub platform, which enables idea sharing across the region. Showcasing East Cork as a coherent cultural area with shared values, skills, and talents is a key priority of the Community Council. We realise that reaching our full potential means working together with our neighbours, and together we are many. Indeed, our council has a very active social media presence. As a small community in East Cork, we realise that communication is our lifeline, now and for the years ahead. A Facebook page, website, and newsletter are all regularly maintained by our members.
One of the most successful sources of community funding initiatives over the years has been the Community Lotto. Formed in 1995 by Christy and Margaret O'Sullivan and Michael Leahy, with a view to funding the operation of FAS workers in various local groups. It has ran continuously for 21 years and remains a critical lifeblood of our community. The groups who have benefited from the Lotto are Castlemartyr GAA Club, Mogeely Soccer Club, Castlemartyr Snooker Club, Mogeely Development Association, Castlemartyr Mogeely Community Council, and Castlemartyr National School. A wide array of beneficiaries which confirms our ongoing commitment to all of the diverse members of our community. Over 21 years, the Lotto has raised around €400,000, and this has been distributed proportionally to these groups, none of whom would have flourished as they have done, but for the support of Lotto operations and the continued tireless work of Christy, Margaret and Michael, and the many group volunteers over the years.
The Woodland Walks project began in 2008 when the Walks Committee of the Community Council made contact with CCAD and Quilta to put forward the idea of the Woodland Walks through the Mitchell's Wood and the Pigeon Wood in Castlemartyr village. Through negotiations with CCAD, we drew up the plans for the two loop walks that we wished to develop, as they had both been in a terrible state of disrepair. The plans included replacing unsafe crossing bridges in both woods with new safe ones. One large one in Mitchell's Wood and three smaller ones in the Pigeon Wood. Resurfacing the entire 1 kilometre loop in the Pigeon Wood and erecting map and information signs at the entrance to both loop walks and at key points along both loops. Costing for this project came to €28,000. CCAD funded 21,000 of this, while our Community Council funded 7,000, mainly raised from our local Lotto group. The project was eventually completed in the year 2010 and was officially opened by Minister Simon Grosvenor in August 2011.
I'm Dave Burke. I moved to Castlemartyr 10 years ago and have been involved in the local Angling and Development Club since then. Castlemartyr has been affected by regular flooding from the River Kilta flowing out onto the Mogeely Road area of the village. Evidence of this goes back to the 1950s, with the most recent flooding occurring in August 2012. Liaison with our local fishing club, the Womana Angling and Development Association, led to the club obtaining funding of €20,000 from Dairygold Co-op in Mogeely to complete the clearing of silting, weed and tree growth, which was causing this problem. About 100 tonnes of silting and rubbish were removed from a 400 metre length stretch of the river in consultation with Inland Fisheries Ireland. Local contractor Mr Justin Barry was chosen to complete this work, and it was carried out in September 2013. We also repaired a 100-metre length of the river wall at ORM at the same time. Under the CCAD Care and Repair scheme, we obtained the services of a stonemason to complete this work. ORM supplied all of the material and cement, and we used 3 TUS workers for labour on the project. We are delighted to report that no flooding has occurred since in this area, much to the relief of the affected residents.
Hello, my name is Norma McGarrett. I'm going to talk you through particular projects that we are immensely proud of in Castlemartyr. We strive to ensure inclusion from all walks of life. A parent and toddler group was set up by 3 mothers in 2012. The chronic need to have a social outlet for parents and guardians of young children was very evident. A safe, fun and happy environment for families to interact and play was created using the school hall as a meeting centre. To date, over 60 families have joined the group. Co-funding between Castlemartyr National School and the Parents Association resulted in installing a wheelchair accessible walkway on the school grounds. 2007 saw the provision of a gorgeous riverside disability area dedicated to our wheelchair users, 2 of whom lived in the village and sadly are no longer with us. However, they have left us an inspiring legacy of determination in the face of adversity. Currently, 3 defibrillators are situated in prominent locations within the village. 2 were funded by proceeds from the August John Saul picnic, which will also cover the cost of a cardiac first responder training. A first responder group is being set up at present. A tremendous cross-community effort with the co-funding power of Cork County Council has seen the Ladies Bridge Road become a dramatically much safer place to walk. New footpath plus lighting was on everyone's wish list. Relief all around now that it's complete. Traffic lights in the centre of our village provides much needed safety for able and disabled people. Many more projects are in the pipeline for Castlemartyr Community Council. We will continue to expand our links with people, business and groups in the future.
Hello, my name is Roy Daly. I took over managing the grounds of Castlemartyr from my father Robert, who was the caretaker here, and he took over from his granduncle Moss, and Moss then got the job from his father. So I'm very proud to be the 4th generation working in the Castlemartyr estate here, and now Castlemartyr Resort, and hopefully the 5th generation is just here behind me, which is over. The largest community event we have in Castlemartyr is the John Saul Picnic. It is also one of the largest community events in County Cork. John Saul was a famous horticulturist who was born just outside the walls of the estate and began his illustrious career inside them. In later years, he landscaped the gardens of the White House, where he is commemorated by a bronze statue of him standing in the President's Garden. The John Saul Picnic was first held here in Castlemartyr 3 years ago. It is a family fun event to raise funds for local charities. Cork's largest vintage fair and picnic takes place here on the beautiful estate in the front field by the lake. Last year, 7,000 local people and visitors enjoyed the wide variety of vendors, local food, entertainment, sport events and carriage riding. Funds raised go to various local charities including East Cork Rapid Response, My Place, GAA and numerous other charities. This year, the Community Council staged an art exhibition to give some of our own artists and artists from neighbouring communities the opportunity to show their work to thousands. John Saul was the 3rd generation horticulturist when he worked the grounds here with his father and grandfather. He ended up in the White House. I have 1 generation more. Maybe I should try my luck in the White House, or maybe not. Wild horses will not drag me away from this beautiful estate and also the fantastic community of Castlemartyr. I'm sorry now, but I have to leave you. I must harness up some of these wild horses here because I'm going to bring you on a carriage ride and I'll see you later.
We are fortunate in our community to have amongst us extraordinary individuals who have achieved nationwide and worldwide recognition for their talents. Liam Dowling, a Castlemartyr hurler, scored a goal in the All-Ireland final of 1952. Maureen Forrest, founder of the Hope Foundation, an organisation working to help the children of Calcutta that live in poverty. Celine O'Donovan, National Volunteer of the Year 2011, a posthumous award for community care. Alan Long, National Motocross Champion. Margaret Walsh, double gold medal winner, Special Olympics China. Orla Barry, two-time Paralympian, 5th in the 2008 Olympics and 3rd in London 2012. She is currently ranked number 3 in the world in the discus throw. In our village, we also have an array of talented and creative artisans. ORM, expert manufacturing of kitchens. Clifford's, family-run, hands-on butcher, sourcing only the best of East Cork's meat. Tommaso Tuma, local organ maker. Using parts from 3 organs, he produced a spectacular organ with a finished value of 200,000. He is also a gifted choir director. Tom Walsh, skilled carpenter and Christmas crib maker. Tomas Bernock, independent and renowned international travel writer. Tom Walsh, famous artist with art in many galleries and on presidential walls. We are immensely proud of these individuals who embody the passion and dedication of our village.
Hi, my name is Michelle O'Donovan. I'm presently chairperson of the Castlemartyr Community Council. Today we enjoy an active and committed council that has become the hub of community opportunity. The growing community brought new volunteers, new perspectives and a vibrant new energy to village life. The current committee has a core group of 20 active members comprising of old and new, which has produced a dynamic group of hard-working, committed people. Each subgroup has volunteers from the community who are invited onto all groups, ensuring openness and inclusivity. Our PRO group promotes all community events, local businesses, offers and promotions. Another essential group is our Community Alert, established for the past 30 years. Community Alert information nights on farm safety, personal alarms, security in the home, and with the added benefit of our 5th and 6th class children assisting their older peers with phone help. Silver Trippers outing is a much loved and looked forward to event in June and July. 50 people on 2 or 3 nights sightseeing tours combined with live musicians on board makes for a fantastic village event. We have catered for 2 ordinations involving the coordination of 80 volunteers across community groups and surrounding communities, tapping into highly talented, generous and enthusiastic people. Our Christmas community lunch closes our year in the most warm, neighbourly and festive of ways. So successful it is, numbers continue to double year on year. As we are a heritage community, we have a very strong heritage society. We have held our first decade experience in Clifford's Bar, where a very thoroughly researched and wonderfully narrated presentation of village life and events occurred. Looking ahead, the Heritage Group have a number of great projects at various stages of planning and completion. Our planned Heritage Trail and Map, including information boards, wall plaques and information leaflets, will make this a readily accessible experience for all. Renowned local artist Tom Walsh brought our heritage map to life through his fantastic drawings. Our long-term aim would be to have an interpretive centre that will become a valued tourist attraction for Castlemartyr and will become a hub for East Cork heritage tourism. Other subgroups such as environmental, tidy towns, river and woods and community centre play an essential role in our village. The Community Council events such as 45 Cards, Daffodil Day, Duck Derby, Spring Clean, the John Saul Picnic, Christmas Bazaar and the official turning on of the Christmas tree and crib lights shows the growing number of yearly community occasions that have now become a part of our vibrant village life. All the Council's future plans and projects are presented in much greater detail in your handout.